Good morning, friends. In today's this developing era, diploma engineer is at supervisory level. In many big organizations, diploma holder engineers are also working as CNC operator, but morely it is supervisory level work. So at this supervisory level, he has to do planning and organizing basically for all his work which is necessary for supervisory job. We have seen different levels of management, namely top level, middle level, higher middle level, lower middle level and lower level management. So basically supervisory job is lower level management type job. Planning and organizing actually happens at each and every stage of management. Right from top level, they have planning and organizing for different level, and the supervisory, the planning and organizing is at different level. Before seeing planning and organizing, we have to study different terms and terminology for this planning and organizing, vision and mission, as we are organizing, as we are observing in different levels in an organization. So vision and mission are the main statement for which organizing or organization work. Like vision and mission, objective and goals are another two different things. On the basis of vision, mission, objectives of organization and goal, supervisor has to work accordingly in order to achieve goal, in order to achieve objectives, in order to achieve mission and vision. He has to work for that particular organization. Regarding planning work, everyone plans. Take an example, if we are going for a journey, so it is not a planning of 1 or 2 days, it is a planning right from starting, from how to go, or before that where to go, why to go, when to go. These are different questions before planning. Then for each question you have to answer, and that is the planning. Where to go, that means where we have to go, and secondly why to go, and that why is nothing but vision, mission, goal and objective. So planning is a long term process or a medium term process or a short term process. Take an example again of a journey, then we start for reserving our coach, reserving our ticket, reserving our seat, or reserving for, if we have planning of going in a group, then reserving a bogie. So these are different level of planning. After that, packaging of your good, that is part of planning. How many days we have to go, how many days we have to there for our tour, and according to that we have short term or medium term planning. So these are different aspects of planning. By one way, planning is a natural activity, because human being is planned for different activities right from a stone age. Or by other way, planning is a systematic, scientific way of achieving things very scientifically and very systematic manner. So it is a mental activity. We have to decide what to do, when to do, where to do, how to do. These are different questions in the planning phases. So first one is planning is a mental activity. Second, planning must be goal oriented. We have seen vision, mission, goal and objectives are the basis of any job, and the second one is, first one is planning is a mental activity, second one planning must be goal oriented, third one planning is a future looking, it is a fortune looking activity, what would be happen in future, and according to that we have to plan. Planning is a combination of all managerial activities. One must think all activities in a bunch, as a whole, as a together, one must sing the planning activity as whole. It is a bunch of activity. It is not one single activity. You cannot do planning exceptionally for particular thing. So it is a bunch activity in order to achieve a goal. Planning is a very premature or primary function. Even if there is nothing in existence, one can plan to achieve a goal. Next thing is planning is based on facts. Though it is a fortune telling activity, fortune seeing activity, still it based on some facts. Planning must be flexible. Take now example of this COVID. If you are going for some important work and there are no public transport available, then you must be flexible enough to accommodate or to see some other available sources for your transportation. This means that planning must be flexible, or there must be plan A, B, C for any activity. If plan A fails, then you have to switch to plan B or plan C. In short, what is planning? Planning is nothing but decision making. So planning is fortunately, it is a decision making of the fact how to achieve step by step what target is given in vision, mission, goal and objectives. These are few features of planning. Now let us see importance of planning. Again, we are going to the same example of our journey. If we are going for a journey and if there is no planning at all of anything, of luggage, of reservation, of coach booking, of seat booking, or how to proceed after we alight there, no planning at all, then what will happen? It will create a big mess for your activity. So importance of planning. Planning provides a sense of direction. That means how we are going to proceed in a step-by-step manner. Secondly, planning reduces uncertainty. Where to go, how to go, when to go, what after alighting there. These are all, take example of anything. If we have planning, there is no uncertainty at all. Planning reduces wastefulness. If we have plan, then we have clear-cut idea of expenses, of the resources we need and all other things. So it reduces wastefulness also. As I told you in previous in previous topic, so it was a forward looking. What do you mean by forward looking? Even if you don't have anything in hand, you can plan. So it also encourages innovation. So planning in one sense innovates you for finding out new ways of doing things, new operations, new machines, new evolution and all other things. So that means planning gives innovative ideas and innovative ways and encourages for innovation also. Planning also enables decision making. Decision, if plan A fails, what we have to do. Again, it establishes standards. That means we have to go by standard procedure which is laid down by either ISO standardization system or any other standard methods. Or we have to go by vision, mission, objective and goal. We have to study all these things in advance. So these are the points of importance for planning. Now let us discuss planning process, how it happens. First and foremost thing, establish goals and objectives. Write down goals and objectives, what you have to achieve. Take simple example of yourself. Your goal or objective is to achieve distinction, first class, 80%, 90%, whatsoever. This is the very first and foremost step for process or planning any process or planning for certain thing. The second step is establish a planning
or planning steps what is in our hand. You cannot plan for the things which is beyond your control. So planning for the controllable things which is under your control, like when to awake, how much sleep is necessary for you, how much time is for entertainment, how much time for daily chorus, how much time we can curtail of entertainment, and all other things. Deciding the planning period, many time it is not in your hand. You have to accommodate that time period in your plan. That means you have 10 months to achieve this your result of distinction, or 80% or 90%, and so on. Write down alternatives is the next step. How we have to proceed? Because suppose you have in last year 70%, this year you want to achieve 85%. So for 15%, 3 to 4 hours daily study is necessary. What you have to do for that? How you can accommodate this additional 3-4 hours, for which entertainment or no materialistic things you have to curtail down. How you are going to curtail, that is important thing. So listing down these alternatives is a next step. What happens right from, if you write down alternatives, nothing will happen. You have to verify whether these alternatives will work. You have written curtailing entertainment for 1 hour. But if there were no entertainment at all in your earlier plan, so how you are going to curtail this 1 hour if there were no 1 hour entertainment in your earlier plan? You have to select then the second alternative. So evaluation of what you have written is a next step. Next one is developing supportive plan. If you are in a hostel and you have written that for lunch only half an hour, but if your mess is dining mess is 1 or 2 kilometers away, and if you are using walking way, then you have to switch for some another way to reach your hostel mess or dining mess. So that is best alternative. You can use that half an hour. Otherwise, your plan is unsuccessful plan. Next is controlling this process. So controlling means daily you have to observe daily feedback and checking for whether it is working or not. If any changes incorporate, you have to give any changes if there is a scope. So here is all for the planning activity at supervisory level. In next lecture, we will see types of planning and all other details for planning and organizing.